Welcome to Are You Bacon? But here's a question. Is The Simpsons sci-fi? I've been rewatching The Simpsons with my daughter, and we're actually on season 17 right now, which is farther than I originally watched it. I originally watched it probably the first 10 years maybe, on and off, just because of work and school and life in general had stopped. But going through this rewatch, it really makes me think, is The Simpsons sci-fi? Now, why is this? There are a lot of fan theories about some of the characters being, not what they seem. There's a lot of fan theories about. There's a lot of different fan theories. Now, I want to talk about the reason I think The Simpsons is sci-fi, or at least the best argument that they are sci-fi. Now, there are a lot of fan theories out there that would make The Simpsons sci-fi. Anywhere from is Hans Moleman? Is he just a race of mole men that keeps sending up an individual to scout the town of Springfield? Is Grandpa Abe a time traveler? Is that why he's got so many different versions of history he keeps telling, and why he keeps on showing up at all these important events? A lot of people like to point out that Springfield doesn't appear to be in any one place. It seems to work outside known physics and all natural laws. There's the theory that Homer has been in a coma since the first season. And this goes back to an episode where Homer's talking to God, and God makes the comment off the cuff that, well, you only have 6 months to live. And then 6 months later, Bart pulls a prank that puts Homer in a coma. That launched that theory. But for me, the strongest candidate for why The Simpsons is sci-fi is the fact that the whole series seems to be completely outside of time and space. No matter what happens, no matter how much time goes by, they always stay the same. Homer always works the same job, no matter what injuries he receives. He seems pretty indestructible, despite coming into contact with radiation that would kill anyone else, despite falling down cliffs hundreds of feet tall. Homer seems pretty indestructible. Now, if you look at the kids, Bart and Lisa, every year they go through the same grade. They have the same teacher. At the end of the year, they might have an episode on whether Bart passes or fails. And even though in some seasons they appear to go up to the next grade, by and large they stay relatively stuck at the same point in their lives. And of course, Maggie is always a baby. It's interesting that no matter what season they're in, over the relative age stays the same regardless. One of the interesting things is Marge and Homer's flashback sequences takes into their account the age they're in for the year the episode was playing. So the beginning of the series, when they flash back 15 years, it was actually 15 or 20 years earlier, from the 1990s to the 1970s. And as the show progresses, it goes from the 2000s to the 1980s. And I think that really points to it's more than what it seems. At the beginning of the show, they were kind of on the late end of baby boomers. Now they're the younger end of Generation X. So it's interesting how the show stays current even though it's been on for 31 years. So what do you say? Is The Simpsons sci-fi just a goofy cartoon? Leave a comment below, like the video, and come back for more Are You Bacon?